Yo, hello everyone. Welcome to a new live stream. Hello, hello. So, let's see what do we have today. First, I wish you, of course, that you enjoy your time in this weekend, this beautiful weekend. We're gonna see what's gonna happen, of course, when the market open today, and I would say today or tonight. And we'll see, of course, what to expect for the next week. First, let me welcome all of you and let me unpin my message because it covers yours. Shafi, welcome back, man. Shafi is everywhere and on the two channels, and always remind us to hit the like button always and share the stream. Thank you very much, Shafi, again for being always there. And yeah, I don't know how to thank you, man. Thank you very much for your support. Bless you, man. And you ask for GS Goldman Sachs. Yes, let's see this one as special request, of course, after our main list again. Goldman Sachs, yeah. So we're gonna see, of course, what's going on in your wishes. So Lizini, hey, my request would be for you to explain the ABC to the upside right before the ending diagonal in around the 30-minute time frame on gold. Oh yeah, sure. We're gonna see this one. Yeah, it's a WX and a Y, buddy. But yeah, I'm gonna explain it. Of course, I can't find any Elliott wave rule. Yes, when it becomes complex like this is WX and Y. Directly go to there. Shaila, good morning. Could you do analysis on ASTS? Yes, sure. ASTS and Google. Sure, we're gonna see Google as well. Interesting for Google. And I think they are both ready for upside. Yep, we'll see. Actually, Google was analyzed also as per videos the last week. So also, if you already saw it, yeah, it might be some update today, of course. Shadi, how you doing, buddy? Could you please analyze ASML? Here we go. And Felix, how you doing? Nice to see you. Good morning, forbidden chemist. Hi. Could we look at MCHP, and also ALAB? Now I'm taking most of the requests, even if double. Yeah, but just for the beginning. Hello, KG. Please, if possible, analyze IWM. V is in German. IWM, iShares, RUSSEL's. Okay. Okay. Let's write it here then. And just do iShares, RUSSEL's. Okay. The next one is Incredible Jackman. Hello, buddy. Please have a look at MSTR. Yes, let's take a look at it. Tony, hello, man. How you doing? And CRV. Okay, we're gonna take Tony first because this is double as well, and Tony said I first. It's a combination here. CRWV. And here we go. William Capwell. Hello, man. See, okay, already taken. And yes, we're gonna see it, of course. Chianzu. Hello, together. Palo Alto. Okay, Palo Alto. PANW would be great. Okay, we're gonna see this. Shailesh, hello, man. How you doing? KG, please on a can chart ONON. All right. Okay. A huge list for today. And Tony Sim, hi KG, can I request GPP? Well, it's analyzed today. Today in the video, you can go for it. And of course, the market is not open yet, so the update is very, very reliable. Forex analysis is on the video in the morning. You can find Euro, GPP, and GPY. Oh, you want GPP against GPY? Oh, no, I don't enter so much into this detail, buddy. Yeah, it's just I analyze mostly against the USD, most of them. Yeah, but it's very obvious. I mean, it's very obvious because the USD is very strong against the GPY, and the GBP is stronger right now against the USD. So you can take it in this direction, okay? So USD is stronger than GPY. GBP is now showing strength above the USD as well, potentially. But don't forget, right now it is wave 2. So yeah, do your math as well. Be careful with it. GC Banks, KG, what's up? Any chance can you look to at soccer SU? Okay. Okay. Let's write this to remember because it might have. Okay, GC Banks. Ahmed, hello. How you doing, buddy? Demon Labs United Health Group would be cool. Okay, if you please give me the abbreviation. I think this one is UNH, right? UNH probably, but please confirm. Yes. All right, guys, that's it. That's it for today. Any other requests will be if we have more time. This is already a very long one. So let's start. Yep. So what do we have in NASDAQ? Basically, in NASDAQ on the 16-minute right now, we're gonna start to remind you with what we might have on the opening of the market first and what we might get after it. Okay, because yeah, there is a lot of confusion in the market, by the way. Since Friday, if you have realized, the market was very, very confused, especially the gold chart. The gold chart was like, oh, the stocks are going higher. What should I do now? It was supposed me to go higher, right? And we start to see this very, very crazy price action. Okay. No worries, GC Bank. Thank you, man. All right, so let's see then what's going on here. So basically, guys, we are still of course in a correction, and that because we still of course below the high, right? We still below the high. We have already potentially a 1-2, and then wave 3, wave 4, wave 5 can be ending diagonal, but only, we have to keep it in mind, very, very essential, only if you get 4 and a 5. Because this is very essential. If you get 4 and a 5, you finish another impulse here. Okay? This is already 1, 2, 3, 4 and a 5, finished wave 3. If we get 4 and a 5, all these 5 waves are impulses, which make it great leading diagonal, or potential 1, 2, 1, 2, wave 3. Meaning if you get 4 and a 5, it might be another 1, 2, and then moving to a wave 3 towards the upside. Okay? So of course to be reanalyzed, of course, at that time. But in the opening, we have to be careful. If we see the high taken, it is a confirmation for higher first. And you might, of course, be here overshooting the fib level for an A, B, and a C and an expanding flat, which is your last level to be tested here before we drop down. If broken, bullish. Very simple. Okay, this is I would say the trick here in this pattern. Now, why we are still, of course, looking for this, if it's gonna be broken or not, because currently you are in 3 ways up. Those are simply impulses, which makes them a zigzag. If this is your wave X after a W, you might have your Y here as another zigzag, double impulses. If this is the case scenario, it is very in confluence with 3 waves down ABC, 3 waves up, WX and a Y, before taking the high, of course, WX and a Y, for a big wave B, meaning A, B, and a C, dropping down again. Okay, so this is the idea, unless, of course, this is a very, very, very fast correction here, okay, which is very rare to have something like this directly, very aggressive one, and that's it, moving very aggressively again towards the upside. That's insane a little bit, but it can be. Everything can be possible. Now, in a bigger view here, since you have bottom for wave 4, and this is your wave 5, where you have finished 1, 2, wave 3 here, 4, and a 5 somehow. Of course, this can be an ending diagonal even, and can be, of course, even at the same time. An impulse can be 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. So in both case scenario, you have finished an impulse or a diagonal here, 5 waves, and finishing a structure. And in this case, if we see higher prices today in the opening, we might be in 2 case scenarios, whether you are in a 1, 2 here, and then 3, 4, 5 towards the upside continuation, very bullish, or we are in 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 ending diagonal, somehow like that. There is no other possibility, okay? Just by taking the high. Very interesting for NASDAQ. We are in a very, very critical point, and the market has closed exactly at this very critical point. How much annoying, yeah? Not getting an answer exactly there. But yeah, this is the market. So it depends where we open today. Yep, that is regarding NASDAQ. To be watched, guys. Let's see SPX. I think it is almost the same, right? We closed almost within the same scenario and the same point. So here we go. But yeah, SPX is a little bit much more clearer still, and still showing a little bit hesitation, right? And we see, of course, here the high not taken yet even. So we didn't create even yet a fifth wave. However, this is also a zigzag, can be, I mean, X, and potential zigzag wave Y. Can be taking the 1-to-1 fib level, where we see here as well, and can be higher, of course, for this potential A, like A, B, and a C towards the upside. But I doubt it, guys, okay? It can be, of course, moving like very fast towards the upside on the opening, like 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, maybe wave 5 not finished in this case, yeah. Unless we are looking for a correction before and then moving towards the upside. Because this kind of like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is kind of like finished, but I see something, yeah, can be on the micro, not really totally finished. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Yeah, wave 5 still need one more leg, yes. So here we go. In ending diagonal. Or it's simply, of course, overshoot. Yeah, so the same scenarios repeat, but in SPX, it's a little bit still far from confirmation for higher. This is the idea, unless, again, if it opens very high. So we're still in the scenario of a W, X, and a Y here that it might unfold, and of course continuation for a wave C here. Even if you have 3 waves down, let's say it's not an impulse, which I doubt because it's very aggressive and fast, but also it can be a zigzag because zigzag also is like a blitz. This is perfect example for a zigzag as well, I would say. But if this is the case, okay, it can be bullish in 1, 2, 1, 2. Maybe your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is unfolding right now. Or it can be a trap as, of course, WX and a Y, and still, of course, under the low and moving towards the downside. Okay. Yep, so these are the possibilities. Now, if we move for higher, if we break the confirmation for higher, is it necessarily to move directly bullish? No, of course not, guys. But simply by passing by this number, okay, the probability gets very high, even with a retracement to retrace towards the upside. Okay, so this is the idea. Yeah, so we're gonna see what's gonna happen. Yep. I'm thinking about something. It's a new idea, but let me check it. Maybe I go a little bit bigger time frame. It might be much more clearer. And I am right to think about it. Oh my God. Okay, I'm right to think about it. Yeah, so we have to be careful as well. Even if we take the high, it's not necessarily to move very bullish. It might be the end of the following 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Ay, 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 what a trap. It's simply an extension can be. It can be an extension. So I'm going to explain, guys. Rather than being in 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 finished, giving this impulse to the wave 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. This is called an extension, all right? In Elliott wave, it is an extension for a wave 3 or 5. Even later on, guys, it can be simply say like, okay, even if you get here a finished wave, if it makes 3 waves down, again, another extension for a wave 5. Okay, so this is the idea. But we have to be careful from this scenario, which it might be an extension here of 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Why? Because this wave 4 here alternate perfectly with the wave 2. That's very interesting. 4 and a 5. I'm gonna put this scenario aside. Sorry, guys. I just realized this rule in my yeah. I thought about it in my head. What if it is simply an extension for? And this is very high possibility, by the way. Very high possibility. So we have to be careful. It might be the ending diagonal for a wave 5 here. And yeah, so if we take, for example, let's say, no, let's say this one, just to make sure, wave 3, wave 5, okay. Yeah, so maybe if it wants to extend, it still can do this to this box. Let me check if this applies also in NASDAQ. I'm gonna put alternative scenario. But anyway, it completes. It can complete, of course, the previous scenario by taking the high. You're moving higher, but this can be the reason why. The NASDAQ. Let me check NASDAQ. Here we go. All right, let's turn off this. Yes. Yes, it's a big yes. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, 3, and then 4 and a 5. But let me check. 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for a wave 3. Yes, wave 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Yes, it can be a very, very clear extension here. 1, 2, and look why I am very surprised about it. About this correction, guys. If you take a look at alternation now as pattern, it is perfect. But as per time, it's almost a null, right? It's a 0. Time, and this one is very sharp. Unless, again, be careful, because we might still get wave C, which is, of course, as per alternation in time, would be perfect. And then moving for higher again, wave 5. Well, very interesting, right? New scenarios to be applied here. And to be watched, we have to keep it in mind. It's a urgent one, actually. If we take here the fib levels, let's see also wave 3, wave 4. Yes, it took the 0.38 perfectly. Here we go. It took the 0.38 perfectly. And based on the time, you bottomed so much before. And that's why we have to still be careful from it. That it might be a WX and a Y and moving down again. And then moving up, probably. Okay, so very interesting. We're gonna keep this also as alternative, and we have to keep it in mind. Alternative scenario to be watched, guys. All right, that is regarding NASDAQ and SPX. All right, guys, let's see the gold. What's going on in the complication with the stocks? But the stocks is very confused. Yes, I believe even this when you get an extension, it's kind of like a sudden reversal for the market. I don't know why, but we of course we got it. So basically, for the gold, what's going on the gold, and that is due of what happened in Nasdaq and SPX. You start to see the gold, yeah, like the chart is very hesitating, very confused, and lack of confidence, right? However, because it is very corrective, I'm still looking for higher, of course. We're still looking for higher at the end. But let me explain what is the pattern here. So what you have here is a potential finished wave 4, and you will be surprised probably here. Very complex. I'm going to explain why. So basically, you have here a W. Sorry, you have a big W. You have an X. So I'm going to explain. 3 waves down, 3 waves up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for a W. And then you have 3 waves up for the X. And you have internally 5 minute. I'm going here. A. Oh my God. A, B, C, D, and an E. Okay, so this is kind of like a triangle here. You can see it clearly. And potentially that we have finished, like probably we have finished as a wave 4 here. And once you finish the wave 4, it has started to move impulsively, but the market has closed. Very simple. Yeah, so and based on the volume, of course, you see a very high amount of volume there. So what is the volume? Here we go. You see a very high amount of volume. Normally in a triangle, the highest amount of volume is in the wave A, and it is an aggressive one, signaling that this is the last structure. And you might start to see, of course, higher prices. So basically, it should open for higher today, tonight. Okay, so yeah, and W, X, and a Y. Knowing that the triangle here is very, very small in shape, regarding the W, which I don't like it, but don't forget that you can also have a W and X somehow like this, and this is your wave Y, which is much more logical regarding the scale of the Y in comparison with the W. Yep. So also very, very like. Now, what I know definitely here is nothing bearish yet. You don't have any kind of impulse 5 waves. You don't have any diagonal. You don't have impulses. And you don't have a 1, 2, 1, 2, let's say, to be bearish. Okay? Everything is going on here corrective. Is there a possibility to drop down? Yes, of course. There is a possibility to drop down correctively still by hitting, of course, the 1-to-1 fib level inside this box. But look how much close it was for it, and it retraced like crazy. Meaning with high amount of volume, meaning that very likely that you finished exactly over there. And the impulse start from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Okay? I hope that I cleared out this craziness here on the gold. This is the highest potential scenario. Now, if we move down, if it is not satisfied yet from confusion and hesitation, it might get more confidence downward, okay, in this area by having, of course, 3 waves down and kind of like W, X, and a Y potentially finished there. And then you move one impulse toward the downside for the 1-to-1 fib level, finishing an A, B, and a C, and then moving toward the upside. But for me, it's done. I think it is done. Yes. So I believe that the gold should open, of course, in higher prices or continue for higher prices. Great. Yep. James, have we ruled out going back to 20K? No. The wave 2, you mean, on NASDAQ? No, definitely not. It's still there, of course. This scenario is still there, but we are a little bit more focused on the micro right now. And even not so much micro. It's, I would say, 1 hour, 2 hour chart, yeah. But of course, the scenario of a big wave 2 is still there. It's still very possible unless we get invalidation. So the answer that you might get tonight in the opening of the market is the answer. Yeah. So if we take the high, yes, it is out probably, not for a long time because you might be in a wave 5, even to finish just simply an extension and then start again a wave 2. Okay, so sooner or later we have to get there. That is the thing. Ahmed, I have a question. Would the Discord membership help me with trading gold? Is there a way to see entry zones there? No, definitely not, buddy. I'm very honest. Discord is not to give you where to enter. I'm not your financial advisor. But Discord is to share, of course, experience, share ideas, share scenarios, and of course, like what we do on YouTube, we do it faster on Discord. You might get, of course, faster updates. However, the decision is yours, and we never give entries. Okay, so it's your decision, buddy. Shailesh, KG, can B wave go high to 111% and come down to C? Wave B. I think you're talking about NASDAQ to 111%. I don't know what you mean exactly. It's preferably to give me a price rather than percentage. Yep. Epsilon. Hi KG, Dow Jones. We took a lot of. We have a huge list for today, and we should move on. But I'm gonna put it if we have more time for today. Sorry, buddy. Yeah. It's. Did you ask for it before and I passed it by mistake? Let me check. No. Sorry, buddy. Yep. But I'm gonna try my best to take a look at it. Okay. Okay. So David, request for silver. Yeah, as I mentioned. So only if we have more time, guys. Yeah. Silver. Hello, Kualud. Okay. I don't know what W is. Lizini, can you explain the ABC to the upside? 4th August to 5th August. The move after the fourth way. Okay, guys, always mention which chart, please. We do a lot of charts. Hello, Ahmed. All right, guys, please mention which chart do you mean. I know you forget it by mistake, but yeah, just try to be clearer. Okay, guys, let's move until we get a reply from Lizini. Let's move with Nvidia at 38 minutes. 30 minutes. Okay. So Nvidia. Lizini, you mean the gold? Okay, we're gonna check this one. For Nvidia, we are looking here, of course, at a potential wave 3. Can be, of course, still unfolding toward the upside. Let me also go a little bit inside it to see more because it's chaotic when we go very high. So wave 3 potentially, of course, finished over there, right? We have a potential, of course, maybe another high that we are looking for here, but obviously that it's gonna be, of course, in diagonal, which is very close. Yeah, we're very, very close to the high, meaning one more leg, and I believe that it's gonna be taken. We might finish an extended wave 5, and that means, of course, this wave 5 is extending in 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 probably. or 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, maybe higher. Nobody knows. This scenario will comes next. But yeah, it looks like we're moving for higher here in zigzags, of course, for an impulse. Very interesting. The targets are still there. The blue zone 186, 189. Confirmation for higher already taken, but we retraced from it. But here we go. We're going back for higher. Okay. So, yep, that was regarding Nvidia. Back very fast to gold for the question from Lazini. Can you explain ABC to the upside on the 4th of August? 4th of August, meaning we need to move inside it. 15-minute chart. 4th of August. This is 4th of August. Okay. And to the 5th, ABC. Where do you see ABC? There is no ABC. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 toward the upside. Sorry, 1 ABC here. This, if you mean this one, it's your wave 1 for diagonal. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Yes, this is what you are lost with it. Definitely. But here we go. The diagonal is there. It starts always from the wave 1. Your wave 4 is there, meaning you have 1 as a zigzag. Wave 2, another zigzag. For wave 3, correction, another zigzag for wave 5. Not hitting the 1-to-1 fib level. Wave 5 is not longer than wave 3. Perfect. Ending diagonal. Starting the crazy correction, which is your wave 4. After this, you're still looking for higher. Great. I hope that I answered the question. Hello. During an extended fifth wave rally, is it possible for it to happen somewhere between 1.0 and 1.618? Not exactly those levels. Yeah, not very accurate what you're saying, because of course, I mean, I don't know if the 1.0 and 1.618 taken based on what, because the fifth waves can be taken based on wave 1 or based on wave 3 as well. But I think you mean the based on wave 1 as we do it usually. So I think you mean this. I think you mean this. Right? You mean the 1 and the 1.618, yes. Could it, your question is exactly, is it possible for it to happen somewhere between it? Yes, of course. Of course, man. Of course it can be. As explained, this is your wave 5. If just taking the high and not moving down, or having 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, very simple, you're there. Extend it. Yep. So that is, yeah, that is how it might happen. Lizini, I have to go to see you later, but we'll check replay. If you don't have time, it's okay. We do another time. Okay, I think I just explained it. Okay, great, man. Okay, great to know that it helped. All right. So for Nvidia is done. Let's see Palantir at 43 minutes. So, Palantir. Okay, Palantir is incredible. Yeah, it has passed the 1.618, and this is very, very, very nice price action. That means if you pass the 1.618, your next target might be the 2.618 for Palantir. Very, very massive. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Your wave 5 is 1, 2, 3 here and not finished. Yeah, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. You're still looking for one more leg toward the upside. This leg can be extended even again to reach the 2.618 as a wave 1, 2 here. And of course, it can be a wave. Yeah, so here we go. It can be 1, 2, 1, 2, and then wave 3, 4, 5, 4, and a 5. Palantir is very, very massive. And we catched this weird scenario since the beginning. We saw, of course, we have a potential of bullish scenario, which we didn't believe it, and we didn't want to believe it. But of course, we cannot, we have always our level and indications that, yes, this is happening. We took, of course, the high, and that was our indication that we move massively. And here we go. Palantir is looking for several 4-5s, guys. You have several 1-2s there. 1-2, 1-2, 1-2, 1-2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, 4, 5. Crazy. Crazy. Palantir is very, I see Palantir as the most bullish stock right now in the US between what we do on the main list. Very nice. Apple. So for Apple, wow, Apple has exploded. Okay. On Friday, Apple has exploded, and this was also our prediction here. We were looking for a 1-2. Okay. We have a big 1-2 here, another 1-2. So I'm gonna transfer this to gray, and I'm gonna put this as wave 1, 2. We're looking for a wave 3, 4, and a 5. We got confirmation, and currently internally, I'm gonna remove this and recount it. Currently inside it, we have 1-2 here, 3, 4, and a 5 unfinished. Nice. 3, 4, and a 5 unfinished. Very interesting. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for a wave 3. You have the wave 4, perfect with the wave 2. And 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Still, of course, one more leg toward the upside. And this might here, of course, unfold your wave 3. Let's check the fib levels. If this is your wave 1 here, your wave 3, yes, it's very close. With this one more leg, wave 5, you're going to close exactly at the 1.618, 237. Yep, it might open with it. And of course, you're looking for a wave 4 based on this wave 2. And then you might continue toward the upside. Confirmation for higher taken. So yeah, that's it. Okay. Very interesting. 1, 2, 3 then. Here we go. 3, 4, and a 5. 5 might reach, of course, this blue box. 4 away 3, 4 away 4, 4 away 5, yes. Apple is recovering. And it looks like the things right now are very positive for many stocks. Yeah, so very interesting, guys. I think the stock market might turn bullish. So an extension. Tesla. Tesla reached the target. Nice as well. Wow. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. This is what we were expecting. We're still looking for a wave 5 after the wave 4 here. Yep. So continuation for higher prices. Very likely. 359 is the invalidation of triangle, meaning, of course, you're heading directly. Because here, this wave, this impulse is your 1, 2, guys. 1, 2, and then 3, 4, and a 5. Wave A, wave B, wave C, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm looking for this 1-to-1 fib level exactly, 516, to be, of course, filled inside this blue box. Yeah, in precision, 1-to-1, taken from the A to the B to the C as well, $516. In zigzag. Yep. Oh, sorry guys. In zigzag, A, B, and a C. So this is 1, 2. I'm expecting therefore 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Not a zigzag here. What I meant with zigzag is here. Sorry guys. Yeah. So this is your A. This is your B. Finish finally in a triangle. Very boring. And then moving one single impulse towards the upside, towards this level. Great. All right. Can a reversal happen at any point? Of course, buddy. This is a very, very simple question. Yes, at any time. The market, even if it is very, very bullish, it can at any time reverse, of course. And Can you get it directly? Like, oh, is it a reversal? I should get out? No. Okay. So let us be honest. No, of course not. You cannot get it very, very fast at that point unless you are just maybe having a strategy. Okay, I get like to a certain profit of target, and then I get out whether it goes higher or not. So that also a wise thing to do. But to get directly if you are bearish, definitely not. You need invalidations. You need invalidations of impulses, and you need some key levels. Yeah, key levels like confirmation for higher, confirmation for lower. There is exactly where you know that the things are going reversal. Do you get in loss? Yes, definitely. It is trading. It is a market. You get out with loss? Yes. You have to accept it? Yes, definitely. You have to live with it, of course. And yeah, so this is how it works. Probabilities. If the probability when you have a probability, it has 70 to 90%. Okay, there is always 10% of reversal. If this 10% happens, then you have to accept the loss. But does it worth take the risk for 70 to 90% probability? Yes, definitely. Especially if mostly you get much more profit than losses in this case. So this is how it works. Yep. So let's see special requests. With starting with Goldman Sachs. Okay. All right. So New York stocks. Okay. So psychology found exactly potentially there, but we might find a scenario for it. NSE. Okay. So basically, very clear scenario. Let's start with it. ABC. Okay. So expanding flat since you took the low, 3 ways up, 3 ways down, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Currently, this can be also a start of a new market, 1, 2, and then you have double 1, 2. Okay. 3, 4, 5. Let's put it there. And you have here another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, unfinished. Okay. And finally, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, your main wave 3. Here we go. Yep. So this is the most impulsive wave that you normally get. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 finished almost. We're gonna dive inside it. To finish a wave 3, you still have 4, 5, 4, 5. You have another wave 3, 4, 5, and finally wave C there. Okay, let's move inside it on the daily. Sorry, guys. 1 second. Okay, it's a WX and a Y, therefore. One, two, three, four, five. Okay, very shallow wave 1 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. So yeah, okay. So very weird wave 1. I don't know why. 1, 2, and then yeah, it is 3, 4, and a 5. I was like, is it double 1, 2? Definitely not, because you took almost the low here. So yeah, it's only a 1, 2 with a WX and a Y. 3 waves down, but very ugly, honestly. But still, of course, the only possibility there, because this is an impulse at the end. We got an answer. If not, I would like, yeah, I would like, okay, so there is something very tricky here. But 1, 2, and you have here 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Okay, very weird wave 2. We didn't get any wave 2. We just move up directly and sideways. Okay. What a weird wave 3 also, just moving sideways. But it's a finished wave 3. So let's say 1, 2, of course, you have 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5. Okay, this is your wave 3. Wave 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Your wave 5 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, okay. Everything is fine, but I don't like it when we get this. It's so annoying because normally you should get this in a wave 4 and not in a wave 2. A very shallow, not taking also the 0.38, but very rare that it happens. But it happens with Bitcoin, for example, so many times. Currently, also it happened with Bitcoin like double times in this move towards the upside here. Here on the 2 hours. You see, what a wave 2. Another wave 2, very sideways. But yeah, it happens. Okay, so in Goldman Sachs, therefore, you are in a wave 4 here. Finally, you are in a wave 5, therefore, this is your wave 5 for a wave 3. And you have as well, yes, this is 1, 2, okay, and then 3, 4, and a 5 unfinished. Yes, if you have realized a little bit also the stocks here, this one is following NASDAQ, yeah. You have 1, 2 here, wave 3, wave 4. Your wave 5 is 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. And yeah, it can be finished there, but also it is very possible 1, 2, and you're still looking for higher, okay? So very tricky as well. So be careful, trade safe with it. All right, so basically, you can be done, finished here with this, but it is possible that this might extend as a 1-2. If we dive a little bit even deeper on the 1 hour chart, yeah, I don't see it as an impulse, honestly, interfering, and as diagonal also it doesn't work. It is much more like WXNY here. So I prefer, of course, to wait and get a better signal. If you drop down and you take the low, therefore, of course, you are in A, B, and a C towards the downside. Big one. Why? Because on the daily, you have finished, of course, almost all the counts here. This is your wave 5 there. You will look for after a wave 4, yeah, because you finish a wave 3 here in the blue. The wave 4 target, if you have finished there, let's have the targets therefore. Wave 4 impulse. So you might be there looking for this price. Okay, here we go. All right, that is for Goldman Sachs. Okay, guys, the next one is ASTS. Let's see at 58 a minute. ASTS. Space mobile. Yeah, we did this before, yes. Okay, great. So basically we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let me say for Goldman Sachs. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Okay. Yes. So we are still looking here. Potentially. Okay. Maybe wave 5 finished. Short. Oh, come on. Give me this. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, and a 5. Yes, finished. Probably. Unless you have to be careful. You might be in a 1, 2, okay, here, for a wave 5, which it might be, of course, unfolding for higher. Still, yes, you are in the perfect fib level for a wave 2. So, possibility to move for higher still there until you take the 886. If the price stays above the 886, you might still looking for higher. Plus, if you take 5 ways up, 3 ways down, continuation towards the upside, confirmation for higher. At least until the 1-to-1 fib level to be retested. If bearish, if impulsive, okay, it might move for lower. If you break it, you move still for the blue box. Okay, and that because of course wave 5 is very tricky. By taking the high with a nice impulsive structure can be more than enough. Now you take a look at the wave 1 as well of it here. Yeah, you take a look at the wave 1, you will see, well, basically it's not so far. Well, still can be, yeah, but it's not so far. Normally 70% it should be closer to a wave 1. Okay, so those are the indication. 886 to be watched. Above it, you might still have the probability to move for higher. If you move 5 ways up as a signal, 3 ways down continuation, the probability gets higher to move for higher prices. And of course, in an extended wave 5, meaning this can be 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Still can be unfolding. Yep, unless you are simply in a wave 4. Wave 4 targets in case that you have topped here, wave 4 for wave 3 here. Wave 4, impulse. Well, be careful, you're already there. Therefore, now the possibility are becoming even higher to move for higher prices. Why? You have double scenario accomplished exactly in this area. It's a very nice confluence. So you have to be, yeah, it's a very nice opportunity, honestly. But no financial advice, guys. I never give advices here. And let's see the time. Yes, and I mean, at least you reach the 0.618. So, yeah, to be considered. I mean, you are in a confluence right now, exactly at the fib level for a wave 4. The time is fine, not perfect, but fine. And at the same time, you are in confluence for a wave 2. So the probability even gets higher to move for higher prices. Great. Let's see Google. 1 hour. 2 minutes. Okay. All right. So for Google on the lower time frame, we are in 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We hit the perfectly the targets actually. So, but the structure is not finished. You see. So sometimes wave 5 is simply taking the high if it has finished a structure. But here, obviously, the structure is not finished. So even it's looking for higher, right? Therefore, 1.618 is still calling as a target. Bearded Chemist, and they have earnings tomorrow. Might be good risk reward. Yes, can be, but be careful. Always be careful with earnings and news and so on. Latest update, latest live stream, we saw an earnings for a company which it was very, very positive, and it was very, very bearish. So be careful, guys. From traps, I never take it into consideration with news. Honestly, I just stay out simply to see what's gonna happen. ASML. ASTS, yes. Yeah, I know that was about the ASTS, you mean. Yeah, so we were ASML. Here we go. Okay, so ASML, which is holdings, all right. We did this before as well. Obviously, it's a nice chart. We have triple 1-2s here, potentially because the wave here has interfered with the zone 1, meaning, of course, it is an impulse, definitely, and meaning, of course, those are triple 1-2s, unless we have to consider it expanding diagonal, which is the most rare case scenario, and I don't believe it. I think it is much more higher as triple 1-2, finishing a wave 3, 4, and a 5 for a wave 3 in the orange here. Therefore, still looking for higher. And why in diagonal? Because, of course, we have 3 wave structure here. taking the low again, meaning if you are impulse 1, 2, 3, wave 4 interfered, therefore we shift directly to zigzags, and potentially we're still looking for the 1 to 1 fib level, by the way, ABC for wave 2, then wave 3 inside this box, and then 4 and a 5 to finish, of course, over there. Then you move a correction, maybe you move very impulsive later on again. Still working like water again. Yeah, so we're still looking for the 489, I believe. Let's move inside it to see if this wave is gonna extend in a form of ABC zigzag. Yes, it can be 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, ending diagonal. Yes. Here we go. And here you have 1, 2, or yeah, 1, 2, 3. Your wave 4 given, zigzag wave 1, correction, wave 3, 4, and a 5. Okay. So yeah, might be therefore an A, B, and a C here. What do I mean with it? As we saw before on the daily, I'm gonna stay on the daily here. So as I mentioned before, you're still looking for a wave 2 downward, right? And I'm still with it. But before you move downward, it's gonna get a longer wave B and then wave C, okay? And then moving up again. And that because of the impulse internally, okay? Unless of course it shows this box. If you hit this box, well, okay, this might be your finish correction wave 2. We push it up, yeah. But basically because this looks like an impulse downward, okay. ABC can be, yeah, but here is 3 waves. Therefore 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Impulse much more potential, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 zigzag, of course. Yep. All right, that was regarding ASML, still the same almost. And you have to watch, of course, the ABC internally. Be careful with it. 0630 MCHP. HP. So Microchip Technology Incorporated. We never did this. Yep. But not bad chart as well. So it has several faces, this move here. So it can be a leading diagonal starting here, wave 1, 2, again 1, 2, and another 1, 2. Then 1, 2, 3, 4. No, even 1, 2 again, 3, 4. 5, 4, 5, 4, 5, 4, 5. Yes, we have to take it as 1, 2s, all of it. All right. This is the thing. So we're gonna start from there. Your main impulse is there. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 leading diagonal. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Blue. Oh, come on. Blue. And we have, of course, here a leading diagonal just to explain it. Okay. And then another 1, 2 there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Orange. Let's put it bracket. This is a big one. Here we go. And finally, big wave 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Okay. So that's it. convincing. If we take here the wave 2, wave 3, right? You hit perfectly the 0.38. Regarding the timing for a wave 2, yes, it's a perfection as well. Yes, exactly at double time, which is very perfect, I would say. Internally, on the 2 hours chart here, so, okay, that is confirmed. Wave 4, no need for it. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. You have another 1, 2 here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Here we go. On the 2 hours chart, you're looking here for the minimum target as a wave 2 in an impulse 0.38. So it's not yet taken. Let me check one thing. Well, on linear chart is taken, so be careful. It can be considered A, B, and a C, but I see, of course, one more leg towards the downside anyway as a structure. And that means, of course, you have you have potentially here, let me check, yes, invalidation taken, meaning A, B, and a C potentially can be an impulse towards the downside. It can be W, X, and a Y, can be finished, so be careful. But if this is an impulse, wave 3, 4, and a 5, you move down. A key level to be watched, invalidation there, which is very close to the price action, which is risk ratio is very good. Invalidation of bearish. So if you take it here, 64.66, if the price takes this level, there is no bearish anymore. A higher probability goes for higher continuation in a wave 2 finished. Yep. That is regarding MSHP. And you're looking for this. So 3, 4, and a 5. You're looking for 5, 3, 4, 5. Continuation simply for higher, guys. All right, let's save it. Okay. ALAB at 1 hour 11:30. Astera, yes, we did it before. Okay, wow, very nicely hit. Almost 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, or even 1, 2, 1, 2, wave 3, 4, and a 5, unfinished 4 and a 5. You're still looking for higher. The blue zone is gonna be taken sooner or later. Okay. You have double 1, 2. You see only one wave 4, 5, meaning you still have at least one more 4, 5. It's gonna be very high precision taken. I have no other things to add it. If overshooted, therefore you twist here to a big wave 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Okay, let's put this. If you overshoot the 1-to-1 fib level, decisively, of course, not just around here. Of course, decisively, and you see a correction and potential moving for higher because you need a correction here potentially as 1, 2, and then 3, 4, 5. Okay, so yeah, this is the idea. But let's take it from there first. Let's hit the target and then we take it from there. IWM 1 hour 13 minute. iShares RUSSEL. Okay, what was that? IWM iShares RUSSEL. Okay. Bearded Chemist is minimum target 191. Do you mean with ALAB? Yes, yes, should be yes. So IWM. Okay, we never did this before. All right, very clear one. Okay, it's a clear one. Nothing, nothing weird in it. 1, 2, and then 3, 4, and a 5. Now the weird thing is there in the wave 5. I'm gonna explain. But let me show, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for wave 1, A, B, C, expanding flat for wave 2, perfect. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for wave 1, wave 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for wave 3, 4, and a 5. Yes, wave 3, A, B, C for a wave 4, perfect. Now here you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, meaning you could have finished wave 5 and you could still be looking for higher in two possibilities. Can be, of course, an ending diagonal still unfolding there. And can be, of course, a 1, 2 here, 3, 4, and a 5, even for an impulsive wave. Here we go. Okay, so wave 5. Yep, so we can put this, by the way, in. Okay. And if you are here in a 1, 2, again, 3, 4, 5 for a wave 3, can be. Let's move inside it. If this is your 1, 2, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yes. Also ending diagonal ABC clear, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, another 1, 2 here. Yeah, so yeah, you're still moving for higher, definitely. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. 1, 2 unfinished. Gray, your target for wave 2 on the daily here. Minimum target 0.38. And then you take it from there. 204 and you move for higher. High probability. Yes, you have to take it. Yes. All right. You're very welcome, Bearded Chemist. Okay, that was IWM. Let's see MicroStrategy. 16 minutes. I see the stock very positive, guys. What do you think? Do you think we move up for this week? Let me put a poll here. Do we move up on markets opening? And tomorrow? Let me know what you think, guys. All right, so I see a lot of positivity, honestly, for the market. Okay, for MicroStrategy here, we are looking at a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. We are already in this blue box. Again, MicroStrategy is gonna move for higher, guys. Currently, Bitcoin is moving for higher. It's very weird that I realize this to Bitcoin so much, but yeah. So honestly, it's working perfectly. Currently, on the lower time frame, you are still in 1, 2, 3, wave 4 in a potential triangle, but I doubt it. It's an ABC truncated, turning into running flat. You move in double 1, 2 here for higher because Bitcoin has started to move for new highs. So yeah, I believe we move higher. But anyway, be careful with the triangle A, B, C, D, E. In both case scenario right now, we are uptrend. Okay. Yeah. So that was for MSTR. Nothing new yet. We're still in double 1, 2. We're looking for those scenarios still. XPEV at 1 hour 18 minutes. Okay, XPEV. Okay. Is it a good stock? No, it's a very bad one. It's a very bad one, not recommended, and not nice also to show it on the screen. I'm gonna just explain it very fast so you don't think that I'm running away from it. You have 3 ways down, you have 3 ways up, you move down. Okay, so it's very, very bad, of course. Yeah, for investment, so not good at all. So CRWV, it is there. CRWV, we are at 1 hour 19. Okay, CRWV. Giovanni, hi KG, your individual analysis shows that the mega tech are bullish, but the index SPX and NASDAQ are close to wave 4 correction. So the micro contradicts the macro. What's your thought? I don't know if you saw the analysis for today for NASDAQ and SPX, because of course we have also the bullish scenario, which is in confluence, right? Which it can be, of course, extended wave 5, as we mentioned. And if this happens, so yes, it might be in a very confluence with all the tech stocks here, in case they continue towards the upside. But honestly, the market is confused. Still, the market confused because the gold also, in other hand, shows like a potential for higher prices still, and I don't know how it's gonna like decouple from the stocks, because normally we see always opposite directions for both. And the probability of still being bearish is still there until the opening today. So again, the answer will be given with the opening today exactly for NASDAQ and SPX. If we open above the high, very likely that you can be, of course, in a bullish scenario that it might be extending. Is there a probability to move down from there? Of course, yes. Still, there is a probability, because you're gonna finish as well a wave 5 in 5-way structure, taking the all-time high. If it decides the market, okay, that was a very short wave 5, not reaching the perfect fib level, then yes, it can move. Yes. So we're gonna see tonight at 11 in Germany. So 1 2 1 2 1 2 3 4 5 4 and a 5. We have wave Y or wave A. We have, of course, a correction here. Obviously, it can be finished ABC. It can be. And you are looking at the wave 4 at the same time, yes. And you start to move for higher while you reach even the 0.38 here for a wave 4. Here we go, exactly. And you start to move for higher. Your target still, of course, is the same. Nothing has changed. The highs taken from the 1 to the 3. And internally on the 2-hour chart, you are in a double 1 2 1 2 1 2, and then you're looking at 3 4 5 for a wave 3, then 4 and a 5. Yep. So basically, you're looking for higher. The next target is a 5/1. Sorry for the noise, guys. This is your blue box on the micro level, of course. 1 2 3 4 and a 5, and then 4 and a 5, finishing wave 1 2 3 4 5 to move to this area. Yep. So that it's you're very welcome, Giovanni. Very welcome, bro. So PANW 1 hour 22 minute 50 second. PANW. Palo Alto, yes, this is the one that you mentioned. So yeah, it's a nice one. Double 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 again. Okay, I'm gonna keep it right now. Oh, okay, yes, it's true. Triple 1 2. I was like, why I put triple 1 2s and it is an impulse without invalidation? Who knows why? I'm checking the poll. 5 votes already say yes. Okay, very positive. Okay, so the answer why is, if you are in a 1 2 3 4 and a 5 impulse, your wave 3 is the shortest, which is not allowed. It is not an impulse, it is a triple 1 2s, and then you're looking 3 4 5 4 5. This is very educational, sorry guys, but yeah, I'm just trying my best to explain the things. So basically on the 15-minute chart or on the 1 hour chart, we have 1 2 3 4 and a 5, right? Wave 1, wave 2 given, yeah, and you have an, oh, okay. All right, here something else happened, but did we took the high? 1 second. Wow, we took the high. So this is a finished impulse here. This is your wave 5. There is no 1, 2. That was a scenario, but that is not the thing. Now 1, 2 is there. So 1, 2, 3, I would say here you have, you can call even this a wave 3. This is a wave, no, we cannot. 3, very there. Your wave 5 is simply this ending diagonal there, which is not nice. But yeah, I think this is, yeah, this is a case here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let me check inside it. 1, 2, 3. Yes, exactly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for wave 3. Wave 4. Oh, okay. No. We cannot take it. Invalidated. It's a double 1, 2. Simply double 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Here we go. Now we got it. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Done. And because this is not nice also as diagonal, so yes, this was the answer. And now you have, of course, wave 2. Probably, of course, in case you are still bullish. But basically on the daily, we are bullish. Therefore, yes, very understandable if we turn up. Watch those level. 886 is your answer that something else is happening. You might move towards lower prices. Meaning it can be, of course, a bigger correction here, but very low possibility. Targets 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 still the same. And based on this wave 3, let me adjust. Therefore, okay, let me remove this. So based on this wave 3, you're looking for, okay, it depends where you're gonna bottom and of course like confirm it, but I'm gonna put it a little bit virtually here. You might be in a wave 3, 1.618, 320. Here we go. Then 4 and a 5 might hit even the 1-to-1 fib level. Yep. In green zone, right? So a lot of 1, 2, I'm gonna reduce it. I'm just gonna keep this one, okay? No need for the micro, we already tackled it. And I'm gonna put it in gray. Here we go, okay. 4 and a 5. Okay. Yep. To finish a wave 5, to finish a wave 3, to finish again 4 and a 5. All right. Yep, that's it. Then wave 3, wave, okay. It's endless. Infinito. ON, 1 hour 27. Just a second, guys. I lost my chat again. Here we go. I'm back. All right. So, yeah, ON. On holding. All right. Let's go all-time history. Very fresh one. Very fresh one. And you got invalidation for bullish. In case you are 1, 2, 3, wave 4 interfering. So be careful. It says 3 ways down, 3 ways up. Might be a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Be careful. Plus, no data. So very risky. Yep. So SU. Okay. The things are going crazy outside. I think like the whole police is there. I don't know why, guys. This is a crazy city here. SU SUNCOR. Okay, clear one. You are in a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. You finish a wave A or a wave 1, A, B, and you're looking for a wave C, or you are in a wave 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Both case scenarios request 5 ways towards the upside. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Starting from there, potential wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? To finish wave 3. Currently, you are in a wave 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. and a 5. For a wave 3, unfinished, wave 4 and a 5. Okay, so basically you might be in the following scenarios. Let's move inside it. Wave 3. Let's check on wave 3. You have here a big wave 1, 2. Wave 3, yes, no invalidation. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. It's an ending diagonal. 1 with the 3, 2 with the 4. One more wave 5, unfinished or very close to be finished. By taking the high, don't forget, by taking the high is more than enough, right? For your wave 5 here. Then moving down for a wave 4 and a 5 continuation towards the downside. The upside, sorry. Upside. Targets to be, well, I doubt it is that this is gonna be taken. I doubt it, yeah, because we have ending diagonal, which is very clearly that is not gonna be finishing high. Yeah, it's gonna simply be there. Therefore, you can take it from this one. Wave 5 as ending diagonal. Here we go. You're already there, very close for the perfection for the fib levels, but it might be a little bit higher, 886, for example, just to take the high, you know. Okay, that is regarding SUNCOR energy. I think this was the UNH 1 hour 31. Okay, so UNH, United Task Group. I think this is the one that you meant. Okay, so this one, yes. Yeah, it is still bleeding somehow, but yeah, it's unfinished. This impulse 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is unfinished, and of course you need some retracement. And probably here your retracement is 1, 2, 3. Wave 4 is moving in triangle, and then wave 5. So we're still looking for this target potentially, or at least to take the low. Or it can be a deeper wave 4. Now, a signal that you start to catch a bottom here is invalidation of bearish there. Okay, here we go. 276. If you take this, okay, that is your signal to move up. Directly, of course not. It can be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, so that maybe this will make it much more clear. It's a falling knife, yeah. But actually, look, if you understand Elliott wave, it's very understandable. It's very understandable because I'm gonna tell you why. 0.23 is your minimum target for wave 4 after you top there. Therefore, understandable that you might dive to there. Now, this part is also understandable. Why? Because you need alternation. If you understand again Elliott wave, alternation meaning between wave 2 and the wave 4, you should see different pattern. Obviously, you have a very shallow wave 2, meaning your wave 4 has to be very deep. If you have a flat here, you should have a very strong zigzag. If you have a zigzag here, you should have a flat or a triangle. Currently, you have a flat for wave 2, and that means, of course, you're going to get a very deep wave 4. Yep. Hisham, your message was retracted, I think, automatically, but I think I already replied it. I don't know why they retracted. I think you used one word which is forbidden just by spammers or something like this. Okay, guys, let's see further Dow Jones here. So to not make anyone sad, but of course we don't take more. This is the finals. So Dow Jones. Okay, so for Dow Jones, we are very bullish, of course, still. on the all-time history. So we are in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. So we see a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. We already on Dow Jones is already clear. By the way, it's different than Nasdaq and SPX. By the way, it didn't took the high like Nasdaq and SPX, but it might still take it. You hit exactly the target. You're still looking for wave 5, still working like water. 2 hours chart this is a perfect wave 1. Yes, it is. And this is a perfect wave 2. Not yet. Maybe even one more leg and then moving towards the upside. Yep. So regarding the poll, we have 25% says no, we're not gonna see highs, new highs for Nasdaq, and 75% says yes, we're gonna see highs. Okay. Good. Very interesting. Well, I understand. If there is a lot of positivity, I can understand. But for me, I still, of course, because we still have both probabilities in equal, unless we get a clear answer today in the opening, I would say yes. Then it is closer. Yes, I mean it is closer for bullish or for highs, because the price action is very close for that condition, right? Or key level that it gives us an answer. And therefore the probability again is very close to be for highs. Therefore, yeah. If we think logic here. What we are taking? Silver. Okay. XAG USD. Yes, okay. For the silver, obviously we are still corrective, but we finished here, of course, a top wave 5 perfectly, and we move impulsively 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for wave A. We are looking for a potential wave B, but this wave B looks like very impulsive. Wow, I see double 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, and a 5 so far, and even still correcting, and then one more leg. Okay, let's divide this. This is only one pattern impulse. 1, 2, 3. Obviously, this is a wave 4 sideways. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 leading diagonal. Wave 2. Wave 2 very shallow sideways, meaning this is a wave B. Okay, thank you. Wave. That's crazy a little bit sometimes, but yeah, sometimes you have to read the things in reversal, right? Just to decode the things. You cannot directly always start from the bottom. You know, sometimes you have to start to catch some patterns, some very nice signals there. Okay, so that it shows some different. So basically, here is this ABC to finish at wave B there. Okay. So the possibility still, of course, high to move down because you are impulsive already. And here might be a very sharp ABC for a wave B and then moving down. When it starts to be bullish, when you finish this, if you're still corrective, okay, it's bullish. Okay, why? Because if you're corrective, you're opening an opportunity for another wave 5, making this a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 waves up. Okay, but this here, this high, is not considered like a wave 5, yeah? This is a part of this impulse. But if you get after it correction and one more high, okay, that is an impulse. All right, guys, that was regarding silver, XAGUSD, which is silver. Here we go. I'm gonna put all of this, of course, in the description of the stream, so you can go back for it if you want to have some reference, of course, guys. And I wish you a nice eve, and be ready, of course, for the opening. We might see something very special for this week. I wish you all good luck and a nice start for the week tomorrow, and see you in the next one. Bye bye.